you know that nearly half of us put off going to the doctor when we're not feeling well? Some people rush to the doctor at the first sign of a headache, while others ignore severe pain until it's unbearable. What drives these different responses to the same bodily signals? What causes hesitation, and how could we improve our recognition and response to bodily changes? When tackling how we perceive and interpret changes in our bodies, health professionals make a crucial distinction: the difference between bodily signs and symptoms. In simple terms, bodily signs and symptoms are both clues that help us figure out if something might be wrong with our health, but they come from different sources. Bodily signs can be seen or measured by someone else, like a healthcare professional. They're the visible or measurable evidence of what's happening in the body. For example, if someone has a high fever, a rash, or swelling, these are signs. They're like red flags that say, hey, something might be up here. Even if the person doesn't feel the rash, it can be observed by someone else. On the other hand, symptoms are personal experiences that only the person feeling them can describe. They're the things that make you think something's not right. For example, if you have a headache, feel nauseous, or experience pain, these are symptoms. They aren't always visible to others, but they are very real to the person experiencing them. It's like saying, I feel really tired or my stomach hurts. It's your internal experience, which might not show up on any test or be visible to anyone else. Signs are like the visible evidence of an issue. They are relatively objective, while symptoms are the experience of that issue, and those are subjective. Both are important in figuring out what is going on with our health. Now that we've clarified the difference between bodily signs and symptoms, let's explore another layer of complexity. Symptoms aren't just labels for the various changes that happen in our body. They don't only come from medical classifications of disease. For instance, think about pain. It's a sensation that we all understand, but it can mean many different things. Every symptom tells a story, but the plot isn't always clear. Is a sore throat merely a minor irritation or a sign of something more serious? How do we know when to seek medical advice? Today we'll unpack the stories we tell ourselves about our health, examining how we interpret signs and symptoms and how these interpretations are influenced by more than just medical knowledge. Understanding how people interpret bodily sensations isn't just an academic exercise. It has real-world implications for health and well-being. How we make sense of and respond to bodily changes can significantly impact our overall health. This understanding influences whether we seek medical care, adhere to treatment plans, or effectively manage conditions. For example, catching symptoms early and attributing them correctly can lead to timely treatment, which is crucial for conditions like cancer, where early detection can be life-saving. Health psychologists are particularly interested in how accurately people can recognize specific bodily changes as disease symptoms. Improving this accuracy can make a big difference, encouraging timely care seeking and appropriate self-care behaviors. What is more, how we understand and interpret our bodily sensations also affects our self-perception. It can influence how we see ourselves and how others react to those with noticeable symptoms or specific ailments. This understanding can create social advantages or disadvantages, shaping interactions and even affecting the quality of care people receive. So exploring these interpretations isn't just about individual health. It's also about understanding the broader social context in which these health experiences occur. Traditionally, health psychology has focused on how individuals perceive and label symptoms through cognitive frameworks like attribution theory. These approaches emphasize internal thought processes where people independently assess bodily signs to decide whether they indicate illness and how to respond. This approach has been critiqued for oversimplifying how people make sense of their physical experiences. Scholars argue that symptom interpretation is not just a private cognitive process, but also a deeply social and contextual one. Cultural beliefs, gender norms, and social relationships all play a significant role in how people interpret and respond to bodily sensations. In critical health psychology, we therefore consider how recognizing and interpreting bodily sensations as signs of illness is a process deeply embedded in social contexts and negotiated within relationships. In simpler terms, this means that our understanding of what our body is telling us is not just a personal, individual thing. It is also shaped by the society we live in and the people we interact with.